Hello. I think we can take for granted that everybody wants to work in a good place. I don't know of anyone who wants to work in a bad place. Everybody wants to work in a good place. But how do we define a good place? Is it pay? Is it perks? Is it people? Is it the place? I think it's a combination of all. We cannot take away one and say all the others should make up. Pay. If you take away pay and you say all the people are great, how? Or you take away the place, a beautiful work environment, and you say after all you have great pay. It doesn't quite work that way. And the perks, the joy, the things that thrill us when we come to work. Suddenly it's somebody's birthday and we can all celebrate together. Those things add up. But I think the people is probably the most important to me. I am an employer, but I've also been an employee. And in comparing both, I think when you want to put in place the right work environment for someone, you imagine the people being kind, being friendly, being open, being positive, being collaborative, being a set of people that want progress rather than seek to deter progress. Nowadays, a word that we have seen more is the word toxic. We hear, oh, it's a toxic environment. It's toxic. And I know a lot of us just brush it aside like nonsense from Gen Z and so on. But I don't think it is quite nonsense. Because it has been studied and reported that many people will love an organization but hate the relationship with their managers and will choose to leave. It's just fact. We can't fight it. What we can do is change the dynamics of relationships from those that are toxic between staff or from direct reports and supervisors or across the chain of command. And so it gives more chances of success in building people from early career to mid to late to help them give their best to the organization's growth. Unless, of course, you thrive in high turnover, you thrive in changing the pipeline and getting people in and out quickly. But I don't know any good organization that has thrived, has excelled in such high turnover environment. I know for some reasons, for reasons of high tension and really incredible workload, there are some organizations or industries that lend themselves for high turnover, but I don't know any employer who is building a formidable organization that seeks to have high turnover. I don't know. Because it's a waste of your time, it's a waste of resources, it's a waste of effort to get people, begin to help them rise, begin to help them know what to do, and then they're leaving through the door. It's not quite healthy. I think that every employer, including us entrepreneurs, need to be sensitive to the things that constitute toxicity. One, of course, is the fact that there are very shallow relationships. Everybody is wearing a work mask. There are no true conversations, and it all stops at a surface. Nothing goes in deep. Another is the inability to bear your mind in a safe manner, knowing that there are no repercussions when you're polite and candid and there are no repercussions. It's very difficult for one to be in an environment where there are repercussions for everything that you say. Another sign of toxicity is when the interface between the frontline staff and the management is so far away, it's so solidly opaque that there can't be two-way conversations. You know that there's something going on there. Let me refer to a document. Let me just refer. Where there's bullying, aggression, and of course, discrimination, these are totally toxic. And none of us would be able to handle it on a repeated manner. It might happen at the off chance, but what we do about bullying matters a lot. What we do about work-based violence and discrimination matters a lot, which is why you must have your policies in place and you must put in place disciplinary action if you find it happening, whether there are warnings, whether there are dismissals, something must happen. There must be a repercussion for a bully. Otherwise, you allow the bully to set a precedence and bullying will thrive in the organization. It's toxic. Don't encourage it. Another point is fear, where people are afraid of one another, of the manager, where they're afraid of things that can happen. Let's not even go to areas of diabolical things that can happen, but they're just afraid of the next person they don't trust, and therefore they cannot have a healthy work life in any way. Think about it. What are you condoning? What are you allowing to thrive in your venture? Sometimes you have a star, and the star is a bully. And say, but it delivers, it brings revenue. Guess what? That star and that bully will come back to bite you, and you will know that the consequences, the negative consequences of retaining that person are far in excess of the benefits that you think you were getting. Watch it and do something. Otherwise, what you're saying is you're just building for the wind to come and blow it all away. I don't think that's effective.